Hey y'all, it's Mary. Welcome. And I'm going to do the TMI tag. I was tagged by Lois from Life with Lois, and it's quite a few questions, so let's just get right into it. Number one is, what are you wearing? I am wearing my Queen of my Castle crown, and I'm wearing a thermal shirt and some relaxing slacks. It's a little chilly in the house today. Number two, have you ever been in love? Yes, I've been in love a couple of times. Number three, have you ever had a bad breakup? I had such a bad breakup in my 20s that it made me never want to get into a relationship again. It took me a long time to get over that, a very long time. And number four is, how tall are you? And well, my driver's license says I'm 5'7", but along the way, I was in a car wreck and sort of got a little scrunched. Not really, I mean, some injuries in my neck, but not like no surgeries or anything, just over, So I'm a little bit shorter, so maybe I'm like 5'6", 5'6 3/4", something like that. And my weight, I'm a plus size woman, so that's something that I don't discuss. Six, do I have tattoos? I do not have any tattoos. I have a dear friend, John. He's passed away, but we used to be very, very close years ago. And only the good die young. But he would go for tattoos, and I would go with him. And he had lots of beautiful tattoos. And in those days, you didn't go into a tattoo parlor if you were a woman. But I was with John, so I was always very safe. And I always loved looking through the tattoos. And he always wanted to buy me one, but I wouldn't do it, and I never will do it. Number seven is, do you have any piercings? I have, my ears are pierced, and I think it's this ear has a second hole. That was a big deal back years ago. I don't really use it very often. I hardly ever put anything in there. Number eight, my favorite fictional pair. There's a few that I really like, but I really was reminded this morning about the Lone Ranger and Tonto, and when I was a kid, I could not wait for that show to come on. It was just one of our favorite shows as a child. I'm not sure if I've been saying the numbers, but number nine is favorite TV show, and I really don't watch a lot of TV. So I've been watching some of the Chicago series, like there's Chicago PD, I think it's called, and Chicago Fire. But mostly I watch YouTube when I have time to watch. That's what I've been doing over the last month or two or three. So, but if y'all remember, years ago, there were a couple of really good TV shows. Moonlighting, it had Sybil Shepherd and Bruce Willis in it. And Remington Steele, it had Pierce Brosnan. Remember those? They were romantic comedies that were also detective shows. And I love crime shows if I get a chance to watch them. Sometimes to the point where they make me, I'm up all night watching them, and then I'm afraid to go to bed. Although not really, but they always attack single women that live alone. But anyway, okay, number 10 is, what is your favorite band? And that's really difficult. I love so many, but if I really had to pick just one, I would have to go with Aerosmith. 11, something that I miss. I miss my family very, very much. Number 12, favorite song. Now this is a little difficult as well, because there's just so many. My favorite religious song or Christian song, well, at Christmas time, would be "Oh Holy Night." It's the most beautiful, splendid song about the birth of Christ. And then Carrie Job, Kerijobe. Go check her out. The Revelation song. She has some beautiful songs out there. And the Revelation song makes me cry every time I hear it. And then for secular songs, I like, my very favorite song would probably be the Immigrant Song from Led Zeppelin. White Christmas at Christmas Time is my favorite song also. Number 13 is, how old are you? I am 58 for just a short time longer. 14, your zodiac sign. I'm a Sagittarian. 15, what is the best quality in a partner? Many, many qualities that we want them to have, but I might say loyalty. Loyalty, I think, is probably the best. 16, my favorite quote. There's all kinds of wonderful quotes out there. These are very hard to pick when you have to pick your very favorite of something. I personally would pick a Bible verse, Exodus 14:14. It is, the Lord will fight for you. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. I have that often. Sometimes I just can't speak, but I know that God is fighting for me. My favorite actor of all time is Cary Grant. My favorite color is purple. 19, loud or soft music. I have hearing issues, so I don't like really loud music unless it's me that's doing it, like in the car. If the Immigrant Song comes on, it's going to go up. But mostly I like soft music. And where do I go when I'm sad? I probably go home. And how long does it take me in the shower? 5 to 10 minutes. And how long to get ready in the morning? It takes me probably about an hour, and some of that is because I have to take my dog out when we get up, and then I have to take him out again before I leave the house. 23, have you ever been in a physical fight? I have, and I have never started the fight, but I have been in an altercation or two from other people, and I'll tell you something, I don't take any crap from anybody, and I don't lose. 24, what is my favorite turn on? Would be a sense of humor. And turn off. I was going to say smoking to this question. It's very odd because I'm one of three sisters, and my brother, I have a brother that smokes. My family, my mom and dad smoked, and we said we would never marry anybody that smoked, yet all three of us married smokers. So I'm not going to say smoker, but I would say someone that drinks heavily. I don't mind if somebody has a beer or a cocktail or something, but I don't like being around people that have drank too much. I don't like it at all. It's very uncomfortable to me, and I will leave. 26, the reason you joined YouTube. I don't know specifically. Well, yeah, I guess I could say specifically. I've been on YouTube for years because I look at it for informational purposes. But back in August or so, I got a FabFitFun for the first time, and then I went looking on YouTube to find out more about it, and found a couple very cool people that I still follow, that I will follow for probably ever. And then from there, met other people, and then I won a giveaway from Kimmy's Boxes. So when I received the package, she had a lot of stuff in there that was surprise kind of stuff. It was a big envelope, and priority envelope. It was stuffed. So I wanted to show everybody what she gave me. And I was afraid. I am a very confident person in real life. I can talk to anybody. I can, but I don't want to talk like someone hand me a microphone and talk to a room of 500 people. I don't like to do it. I will if I have to, but I don't care for it. So I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I could handle it. And I still feel very nervous at a lot of times, which is funny because I'm just sitting here I'm in my kitchen at the moment at my dining table. So I don't know why I should be nervous about it, but I guess I still am at times. And 27 is, what are my fears? I don't think I'm really afraid of a lot of things. Mostly I'm not afraid. But of course there's always things that can be scary. But I rely on my faith quite a bit. I don't want to be unprotected in water. Would be afraid of drowning. I don't like mice. Don't like mice. I don't have mice, but I don't like them. I'm not real sure what else. Can't think of anything at the moment. 28, the last thing that made me cry. The last thing that made me cry was talking to my mom and her asking me not to come to Chicago. It really was heartbreaking to me. And it was to her as well. 29, the last time I said I loved you, probably on my last video, I said I loved you to y'all. But I say it to my family. I say it when I'm getting off the phone. I say it when I'm texting. I say it when I'm sending messages on Facebook and stuff. If I love you, I'm going to tell you. And I usually do. 30 is the meaning behind my YouTube name. Well, I was on here with my with my name, my first and last name. And that's how I first started talking with people. And then when I decided to do a video, I didn't want my last name on here. So I thought about, well, what do I love? I love cats. And I was going to do Mary I Love Cats, and I thought that was too short, so my middle name is Catherine, so that's how it became Mary Catherine Loves Cats. Number 31, the last book that you've read and are currently reading, is 32. I'm just going to put those together. I always am reading the Bible, a little bit here and there. I love to read. I used to read a book a day, but the way life is these days, so fast and furious, I don't really get to read very much. I read Guidepost magazines. There's 3 or 4 of them, and I read every one of them. And I have to read their little stories and little snippets at a time. So that's how I'm able to read something. 33 is the last show that I watched. I think it was Chicago PD, I think. 34, last person that I talked to. I talked to my mom on the phone last night, and I talked to a sales lady today when I went shopping. 35, the last text I sent in the relationship was my friend Amy. And my favorite food is, I love Italian, I love a Mexican, I love all kinds of food. I don't like anchovies. I'll try anything. I like to try things, new things. I love sushi, but I don't like the raw sushi part. I won't eat raw, just because of what I know about raw fish. But I'll try anything. And I will eat anchovies if I don't see them, because they look like caterpillars sitting on pizza or something. I'm not going to do it. I think that number 37 was the last place that you visited. If you talk about like visited, I went to the grocery store, but I think it might mean more like where you went somewhere. There's a beautiful shrine here in my little town. It's called Our Lady of the Angels, and I visited there a couple of weeks ago. And this might be the question that I was missing, is where do I want to visit? And I would love to go to Europe, would love it. I'd like to go to Italy especially. And then let's see, the last place I went to was the grocery store. And crush, I had a crush on David Cassidy as a kid. Don't really have a crush on anybody. The last kiss I have given is to my dog Buddy. The last time I was insulted was at work. Recently I am a manager, and I was insulted by one of the peons, which is just a joke because it's not a very big place. I was walking away from her. She thinks that everybody is attacking her all the time, and she called me the B word. And that is something that can be written into your chart for the rest of your existence at that job. But I chose to work it out with her. I talked to the owner and chose to work it out with her instead of being as ugly to her as she was to me. I think we're at 43. My favorite flavor of sweet would be chocolate. 44, do I play an instrument? No, but I did play the piano as a child. But we didn't have a piano, so I had to play the piano at school with the nuns after school. And when I got to high school and I still was doing that, I didn't want to continue because I wanted to do other things after school. So it's a shame because I wish I kept that. I wish I kept that going. I did try as an adult to pick it up again, but I never kept with it. My favorite piece of jewelry. I don't really necessarily have a favorite piece of jewelry. I have lots of jewelry, mostly, what do you call it? I forgot the word for it now at the moment, but just, nothing that's valuable. Let's put it that way. I have my old engagement ring. That would be the only thing that's valuable. Maybe a pair of diamond earrings I think I have that are small. 46, the last sport that you played. That would have been in my previous life. I don't play sports at all, I don't think. Basketball, maybe. My favorite chat up line, this is where I did not understand this. I don't know what that means. And Lois talked about what she says to her grandkids or something when she's leaving them. So I usually say to people, that I love them or whatever the case may be, and to stay safe. So I guess that is it. I don't know what that means. And the last song that I sang would have probably have been Jingle Bells on the radio, coming home from the grocery store today. The last time that I hung out was last week. I have had a couple of friends get married recently, and I'm a notary republic, and I went to one set of friends' new house last week to see it, and then I signed their paperwork. Because of COVID, the courthouse is not doing marriage licenses like they usually do, so you have to come in with your paper already ready. So I notarized their signatures, and then we hung out a little bit, saw the house, and chatted, and that was it. And that is my TMI challenge. And I wanted to challenge a couple of people, Laura, the bargain hunter, and I was thinking of Cici's trial size life, but I noticed that somebody just challenged her in a different challenge. So I'm not really sure who else to challenge. Anybody that wants to do it can do it. They're not written down, the questions. You'd have to just go over them and write them down yourself to do them. So whoever wants to do it can do it. And this video is getting rather long, so I'm going to get off of here. I love you all, and count your blessings. Bye-bye.